First of all, you won two times USA Championship. You care about this tournament and how many times you'd like to win it?
Um, well, what was the first part of the question you asked?
If you care about to win this tournament.
Okay, I've played in the U.S. Championship, I think 6 or 7 times now over the years, and I've only been able to win the tournament twice, but certainly, regardless, I think of the country you grow up in, you want to win the national championship, and certainly I hope to win it a few more times during my career, but right now there are more important things to focus on. I think certainly solidifying my place in the top 10 is important, and beyond that, I mean, I certainly have aspirations and some dreams of maybe becoming world champion. So for me, I think I want to win the tournament, but it's a matter of balancing out and prioritizing which goals are more important than others.
Okay. With your national team, you won two medals in Turin and in Dresda. You played in third and in second board, and probably, surely, in the next Olympic Games, you will be the first board.
Well, actually, I played board one in Hunty-Matsisk, actually, the last Olympiad. So
yes.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Are you proud to represent in first board your country?
Well, like I said, I had the opportunity to play for a sport at the last Olympiad in Hunty-Matsisk, and it is a great honor. I think, once again, similar to what I was saying about playing in international championship, playing on the national team, having the opportunity to play on it to begin with, I think is certainly an honor for anyone. I'm lucky enough. I've become a strong enough player that I'm able to play on board one now. But I think more than that, it's the opportunity to have the chance to play for medals, have the chance to represent your country as part of as a team, something bigger than just yourself. And I think that's really what it comes down to for me. It's just the atmosphere, the opportunity to play with a lot of people that I grew up playing against, and we're all on the same team when it comes to the Olympiad. So that's probably the best part for me. It's just having the opportunity to play with these players and trying to win medals.
To win two times the same tournament, it's never easy. You won Tata Steel in last year, and for the incoming tournament, which is your target.
You mean Tata or here?
Tata Steel.
Okay. Well, to win that tournament at all, I think is an accomplishment for anyone. Certainly, when you look at all the players who have won it over the years, many world champions. I think Kasparov won it, and Nans won it, Kramnik. I think he's won it as well. Even going back to the old days, a lot of the former world champions won also. So to win it all, I think is a great accomplishment. Certainly, it's very difficult to repeat in any really strong tournament. So my goal is really just to go in and play good chess, because last year I was a little bit under the radar. Not everyone was expecting me to play so well there, and now I think this year people will be a bit better prepared. They'll be paying more attention. So I just have to play good chess, and hopefully things go my way.
It's your first time in Reggio Emilia. What do you think about this tournament with a long history?
Well, it's great that there are tournaments like Reggio, Tata. Those are the two main ones that I can think of right now, which have more than 50-year history as far as I know. So it's great that this tournament has lasted as long as it has. I'm not personally all that familiar with the history per se of the event. I know that Kasparov has played in this tournament, I think in '91, if I remember correctly. So you've had, I think Anand also played that year as well, or one of those years. So it has a very strong history and tradition, and really it's great to be here. I've never, well, outside of the Olympiad, I've never played in Italy, and this is my first time here in Reggio. So I'm looking forward to a good event. Seeing the city, and it just seems like a good location, good time to play chess.
Surely for the Italian people it's an honor to have a great player from USA as you. And there are present also Fabiano Caruana and Anish Giri that they are two young players as you. What do you think about them, and how do you evaluate their play?
Well, first thing is, you said they are also two young players. I think they're young, and I'm a bit old actually to be put in that category anymore. But I think they both are very talented juniors. Anish Giri, as he showed in Tata, for instance, where he beat Magnus Carlsen, that he certainly has the potential to get to the top. So he's a very strong player. He's still very young. I think he's 17, maybe 18. I think he's 17 or 18. But his opening preparation is very good. He calculates very well, and he's a very dangerous opponent on any given day. So I think it remains to be seen whether he'll get to the very top, but I think he certainly has as good of a chance as anyone else. Now, Fabiano, of course, I've known of Fabiano for many years because he used to live in New York, where I grew up, and I played in a lot of international events for the U.S. So I've followed his play on and off throughout the years, and he's had a very nice progression. He's improved significantly. It seems like every year, very slowly but surely. And I think that he also is a very strong player. His opening preparation tends to be quite good as well. So I think both of them have good chances to get to the top if they continue playing and they continue improving at the rate they are right now.
In the last 2-3 years, you played different times with Magnus Carlsen, that actually he is the number one in the list. What is your impression about Magnus?
I think right now Magnus, rightfully so, is the number one player in the world. He's probably had the best year objectively, and he's played the best. He's beaten most of the top players in fairly convincing fashion on and off throughout the year. So he's a very strong player. I don't know if I would compare him. His style is, I guess, much different than some of the other players that I face today, in the sense that he's not as much about opening preparation as much as he is just about playing chess. And in many cases, it's just playing simple chess and then trying to outplay his opponents in middle games. And he's just a very strong player, and certainly I look forward to playing against him every opportunity that I have. I just think he's the best right now, so you have to play against the best to be the best. And for me, he's just it's a fun opponent. He's the best, so you want to play against the best.
Did you like his game against Kramnik, a recent game when he came back his pieces in the 7th and in the 8th rank?
I was at that tournament. That was the Town Memorial last month in Moscow, and I didn't follow the game that closely. I didn't make a whole lot of sense, and I was busy losing a game across the hall to Ivanchuk, so I didn't really pay much attention at the time. But I think it was just one of those games where they shuffled some pieces. It was very unorthodox, but there was a lot of play, and it was very creative. And I think, considering the fact that there's so many more draws in chess than there used to be, it's fun to see games like that.
Personally, I didn't find strange that game, because in the middle game was, I think, logical his plan. And instead, can you also evaluate another young strong player called Nakamura?
Well, okay. You say young.
You are
very
young.
hard to consider
24
myself,
years.
Yeah, okay, but it's in this day and age with chess where you have players becoming stronger and stronger at younger ages. I honestly don't consider myself that young because there are players like Geary or Caruana. I mean, right now, who are 18, 19. Okay, that's 5 years difference. So. I mean, as far as my chess, I just try to play creatively, enjoy the game, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But for the most part, I think people enjoy my games, and that's really what I try to do. Is just play exciting chess for the fans.
Could you tell me your project for the next World Championship cycle?
I mean, I don't really have a plan per se as far as getting into the cycle. Certainly, I'm hoping that some of my sponsors and donors back in the United States will perhaps try and host the candidates next time around. But for me, I think you never know what's going to happen with the politics of chess. I mean, it seems as though with FIDE that they're always liable to change. The format, whether it'll be round robin or it'll be a Swiss tournament, you never know. So I don't really think about it in terms of having a plan. I just figure if I play good chess and I get to say maybe the top 5 or even higher, that things will have a way of working themselves out. But I don't really have a plan because, like I said, with FIDE, anything can change overnight. So. It doesn't, to me at least, it doesn't seem logical to try and plan that far in advance when there's nothing concrete in place.
Recently, in the London Chess Classics, you won against the actual world champion Anand. Tell me, like a story, this game in a few words.
Well, I think. It was just a crazy attacking game. I mean, that's what tends to happen in some variations in the King's Indian, where he was trying to attack and beat me on one side of the board, and I was trying to attack and checkmate him on the other side. And my attack happened to be better. Well, not better, but it worked. And I think it was an exciting game, very back and forth where both sides had many opportunities, and that's, I think, really showed the sporting side of chess, where it was very competitive and we both had a lot of chances. And I think that's, chess needs more games like that.
Instead, recently, you was protagonist of a strange story at Bilbao Big Slam. And what happened with Vallejo at the 39 moves?
Oh, okay. That's not a question that I'm okay. In many ways, it's a negative story. It's a negative feeling, and frankly, as I'm about to start another tournament, I really would rather not discuss that whole incident at the moment.
Okay. You have surely a big passion for chess, and the fire burns in you. How was born this love for chess in the little Hikaru Nakamura many years ago?
I think really it's just in my nature to be competitive, and I was very lucky that when I was much younger, my brother played chess. He was actually quite strong. He made it to 2200 level, and my stepfather also plays chess actively too, around the same level. And so because of that, I was able to be around chess quite a bit as a child, and therefore, it became part of the process of growing up, where just being around them, being around chess, it just made me really interested in the game. And like I said, when you combine that with being very competitive and always wanting to win, I think that's really what has made me so passionate about chess. It's just, I want to be the best. I hate losing, and it's a very competitive game, and you have to be at your best. And I'm trying to be the best. Just keep on trying to improve, and never lose. That's always been my philosophy regarding chess.
Okay. In a recent interview with Daniel King, you said that your cooperation with Kasparov maybe it's finished for the moment. You can confirm, or you prefer don't say anything?
I think that's already been confirmed. I think there are numerous stories out about it. I think on Chess Base for one, they had a story about it. So yeah, I'm not working with Kasparov at the moment, but it was a very good experience, and certainly I learned quite a bit. So perhaps I'll work with him in the future, but for now I'm just gonna go back to doing what I've always been doing since before I was working with him, and since we stopped working together.
Mm-hmm. I think surely Kasparov has been a fantastic player. I think that for you, you will have for your life good memories of this period that you live with him.
Well, we shall see. I think that remains to be seen.
Okay.